How we doing? Obviously, it was good to get our team out and play against a different opponent. There are some things we got to clean up really fast. Obviously, the penalties that was very disappointing, and I told our team that we can't win many games when you have those kind of penalties. I do get that the officials were calling some things very close. The taunting things, those things we have to make sure that we continue to work through. We're not going to be a team that's undisciplined, and we got to work through that, and we will. But again, it's good to have it happen now so we know how we have to get that knocked out, and we got to get that knocked out fast. Obviously, we got to run the ball better, just overall. I didn't think we got behind our pads and pushed like I think we can, so that's still a work in progress, and we'll work through that. But there were some other good things, too. It's good to see some of the throws down the field from our quarterbacks to our receivers. I thought David obviously had 2 touchdowns, 2 huge plays, and Callaway's touchdown, and Baker making plays, Tyrod making plays. I thought the first offensive line, from a pass protection standpoint, did a good job. We got to shore up some things with some backups. We need to continue to get better that way. So again, it's just coaching. We got to go coach this team as hard as we can and keep getting them better. But we got a ways to go. But that's why they call it preseason games, and that was the first one. So we'll grow from the things that we need to improve.
Can you ask for better than a 4-play touchdown drive?
I like that. They can get a 1-play touchdown drive. But no, those were some good things, And again, I thought our defense, it kind of felt like, they were running the ball pretty good. They had some runs that came out of there. But again, our guys fought hard. We just there's some mental errors we need to work through on that side. But I can't wait to watch the tape for me to give you all that detail. But yeah, I like quick scores, and I like our defense to keep them out of the end zone. I think that's important.
Hue, it looked like a different team than what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like it?
Yes, it did. It did. And I'm being very honest with you. I think it's a quarterback play. I think it starts with Tyrod. I think it's our young quarterback, and I think it's Drew Stanton coaching his tail off, and Kenny Zampese coaching, and Todd, and the rest of the offensive staff, and I think the defensive staff. Watching a young Denzel Ward out there playing, there was some good, there was some bad. And Kendricks, and then the host of the other guys who have been here, watching those guys fly around and play, that's exciting. But like they know, tonight is just we're laying a foundation for something we need to continue to improve at, which is every aspect of our football team over the next several weeks.
What were your first impressions of Baker's debut?
I thought he did some good things, but I'm not surprised by anything Baker does because I see him do it on the practice field. So obviously the throws he makes, the poise he has, he demonstrated all that in college. So I'm not surprised by it. And again, this is just his first opportunity, and he'll grow from it. There's things he'll learn from and continue to get better at, but I thought it was a good start for him.
What happened to Callaway the second half? He seemed to settle down after kind of a jittery first half.
I think you said it. I think that's what it is. He hadn't played football in quite a while, and to be out there with the ones and playing and, getting after it a little bit, I think that was different, and I think he settled down, in the second half and started to play football.
You mentioned Njoku. Do you have hope that a night like this can give him some confidence? We've seen him have some drops in camp and talk to you about it, talk to him about it. Can this
Absolutely. As you guys know, I've never wavered on my excitement about him. I just think it's hard work. He's just got to put his head down and keep working. That's what he's done. I think you see the improvement of that. He spends a lot of time now after practice improving, that skill. And so I think if he'll continue to do that, along with the rest of our guys, if we'll continue to do that, by the time we get to the regular season, I think we'll be ready to go.
Coach, there was a report that, and especially it came from Des Bryant on a tweet tonight that said he's coming to visit you guys sometime this week. He said, Mr. Dorsey, be ready for my visit. Do you have any comment at all about Des coming to see you guys?
Hey, I know nothing about that really, and if Des wants to come, we'll see. But right now I'm more focused on the guys that's in our locker room and trying to continue to get these guys better.
What about Higgins? He had a good first half.
He did. The same things we've seen on the practice field. He's made some plays, and I think he's got to continue to do that and continue to work at all the little detailed things. There was a third down I remember where, he could have made a little bit different escape route to get to where he needed to be, and so that's something he's got to clean up. But outside of that, he made some plays on the ball.
Other than the obvious with Tyrod, the back-to-back big passes, including the touchdown, So other than the obvious, what is something that you really took away that you liked about him tonight?
About Tyrod? Just the way he comes into the locker room, the way he gets his teammates ready to play and rallying our guys as we go out there on the field. I mean, that's what you want your quarterback to be. And the thing I love about him, he's the same guy all the time, very calm, understands what the situation is and knows how to go play. I mean, it feels like a big-time NFL quarterback. That's what he is.
The two taunting penalties early were newcomers to your team, but I mean, to someone who says, you know, they're 1-31 and they're taunting at the first preseason game, is that kind of the message you delivered?
No, I go. And it's not about being 1-31 because this is not the same 1-31 team. It's just not something we're going to do. You know, we have no business taunting anybody, whether we're getting up after making a play and taunting or, you know, tossing the ball at somebody's feet. That's inexcusable. That's a lack of discipline on our part, and we got to get better.
Defensively, what did you take away from the 2 series the starters were out there?
Obviously, we didn't want the first run to get out like it did. You know, then I thought they settled down and did some good things. But I expect our defense to be dominant, and I think they know that. So we got to go back and do some things better. They call Miles offsides. We don't want those kind of penalties. I think he's right on it, you know, and he just got to keep working at it because we can't be offsides. That's going to hurt us as we move forward.
Did you ever consider at all sitting Antonio Callaway down this game, or maybe not starting him based on the events of what happened in the past week?
Again, I'm sure John Dorsey answered all the things earlier today. In collaborative, we had a great conversation. I've had numerous conversations with Antonio. I feel I trust him. I believe in what he said. When I say I trust the information given to me and what I know. He's going to have to earn my trust the rest of the way. We're not going to deal with any more of this. You know, this is the end of that. You know, I think we need to move forward from this. But hopefully this is a huge lesson learned for him because I think he understands where I stand and where John Dorsey stands in this situation.
How tough emotionally has the last couple of weeks been for you, and considering the fact that, you know, yeah, it's a preseason, but your team got your W tonight, and how, you know, you got things you got to take care of the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Oh, no, absolutely. You know, again, it's been tough, you know, but at the same time, there's no other place I would rather be than with my team and the staff and the organization and all of you. I mean, even the writers who are our beat writers have been outstanding getting through this. And it's hard, I'm sure, to hit me at the right time, but you do what you have to do. That's the one thing my mother taught me is you got to finish what you start. And you don't quit and you don't stop at anything. So that's why I'm standing here. I'm standing here because of her. But at the same time, yeah, I got some things to take care of here very shortly, and I'll get that behind me and get back with our football team and keep going.